What up, everybody? All right, welcome back. Today I'm gonna do a quick little oil change on this thing. Show you how to do it, how to get there done quick. Important thing on it, routine maintenance, and also I'm gonna check it out. I like going underneath the car and looking at it. But anyways, stay tuned to the video, man, and hope you learn some. Just go a little slower this time. All right, here we go. Go under your hat. Alright, what you need? 8 quarts. This is 5 each, so I'm only gonna use 8. Synthetic, full synthetic. I like Castrol Edge. I've been using it since I've started it. I got a Lucas oil I'm gonna add this time. I'm gonna add maybe about a quart. Help with that oil stabilizer, see how that works. Motorcraft oil filter that Ford recommends. And what you need is just a regular hand tool. I believe it's a 15.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this one. 15.
You got it, sweetie.
And then all you need is that, basically.
He don't.
Oh, and this old man right there. So I'm telling him everything you need for an oil change: oil, filter, tools, and an old dude to bug you.
The old dude to supervise.
Man, Wayne just found some baseball cards that is gonna make him rich.
I hope.
First, you drain the plug. What'd you say, Wayne? Have them run the engine for at least about 10-15 minutes?
Afterward?
No, before. To get the engine a little warm?
Yeah, you want to get it. You want to get all that oil malleable.
Yeah, let it all seep out, huh?
So it drains out. It gets hot. You
Yeah.
have to watch your fingers, but it drains easier.
Yep. Put it up right here, and then take off the filter. I like using a bag over it while I take it off. That way it kind of catches the majority of the oil. That way you don't got oil all over your face.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I like letting it go into it. I stopped seeing that. You can see it. Look at that. It's still leaking. Get that all that old oil out. Yep. What do you think, Wayne? You think I should turn on the car right now?
No.
I heard it was good for the engine.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You'll gain an extra 20 horsepower if you do that.
Oh my God.
Because it's lighter. Imagine.
Oh.
Imagine you trick someone into doing that.
Again.
Oh, yeah. Man, if you're having trouble with these oil wrench things right here are great, man. If you can get the K&N filter, which I didn't because they didn't have it. But whatever. I would get those because it has a wrench.
Yeah.
But if you don't, these are such a... Oh, man, you're going to save 10 minutes from tugging away and screaming and crying. But and Ford puts the oil filter somewhere very accessible.
Yeah.
A shield usually goes here, but I took it off. On the performance pack, it comes with an opening where you can kind of just move the flap. But this fits perfect here for now. Oil filter. I like to put a little bag over. Try to cover as much as possible with this bag, man. And it does catch it. I mean, sometimes it feels like it doesn't catch nothing because it goes over your hand, but if you really look at the bag, it does catch a lot of stuff. So just start yanking off from there, start twisting off. That's still leaking off over here. Looks good. This thing's about to get a nice little oil change. All right. Oil. Dang it. All right, first thing I like to do is get this drain plug on nice and tight. Make sure that's on there before I forget. I did forget to tighten it one time when I was younger, and I just leaked out. But yeah, tighten that thing up. Other than that, I like getting under here. Nice clean oil filter. Still leaking a little bit from there, but that's not a big issue. Kind of put that on there, put all the oil filter back on, etc. But just make sure everything looks clean, man. That's the biggest thing. All right, oil plugs on there. 19 foot-pounds on if you got a torque wrench. If you don't, just hand tighten it. Don't tug too much. I like hand tighten it and you know, a little extra. But if you got a torque wrench, might as well torque it at 19 foot-pound. Now I'm gonna put the filter on. Put a little bit of oil, not too much. Some people fill in a little bit in there. I've done both. I haven't done it before. I didn't put anything before. But you know, usually oil filters do come with a little bit of already natural lubricant on it. But I like to add something for sure on there. If you want to put some oil inside of it, that's cool too. But whatever, you don't have to. All right, oil filter's in too. I usually just hand tighten that thing as much as I can. I mean, I'm not just, you know, hand tighten and leave it. I mean, I put some force into it, so just make sure it doesn't move. Don't waste all your energy and tug away until this thing absolutely can't. But you know, give it some good tugs. Make sure that thing is nice and tight. Oil drain plugs in. Oil filter is in. So let's put some oil, man. Again, here we go. We're putting full synthetic. I use Castro Edge Advanced Full Synthetic Motor 5W20. Today I am gonna have 1/4 quart of this Lucas oil stabilizer. First time I'm trying something like this, so let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna put 7 quarts of that. Usually it takes 8, and 1 quart of this, and then I'm gonna check the measuring tube, see how that's doing. If it's right where I want it to be, then that's how it stays. But if I do need to add a little bit more, I'm not too sure how this reacts. First time I'm using this, so I'm not too sure if it's added with the 8 or it equals to 1 quart part of the 8. So let's see. Before makes it easy to get access. So this is where you're gonna put the oil. It's right in front of the engine bay. You're looking in front of it to the left, passenger side, boom, right there. Also, while we're right at it, since we're in this generator and this is where I put my catch can, I would recommend putting a catch can in this thing. These Mustangs are known to blow back oil, especially on the passenger side heads here. This thing catches great, man. I have a buddy who put it on both sides. He modified his other end here to put it in, but at the very minimum, put in 1 oil catch can. I think I bought this Mishimoto catch can on eBay at the time for about 40 bucks. Like literally inexpensive. They're usually about 90, 100 bucks. But even then, even if it was at 100 bucks, I would have purchased it. That is very, very, very useful mod. So I got 7 5W20 Castro Edge quarts in here. Since I'm adding 1 quart of this, originally it says add 1 quart per 4 quarts. But since it's the first time I'm using it, I want to see how it goes. I'm gonna add 1 quart per 8. So I'm gonna put 1 quart per 8. So this will equal 8. And then I'm gonna check it, see if the oil is where I need it to be. Because like I said, remember, I'm not too sure if this goes in with the 8 or it adds up to 8. So let's find out. It looks like it might add to the 8, so let's see. So 946 milliliters is 1 quart, 1 US quart. I'm starting to play with additives, so I'm going to be making some more videos with additives. The first one, I want to try that Mishimoto, I think it's called Mishimoto Freeze, I don't know what it's called, but it goes into your radiator. Trying that. There's an also Mishimoto fuel additive that you add to the gas tank. I want to add that. I also want to play around for sure with my transmission fluid. See, I've heard of something called the hot shot. I'm looking into it, so that goes into your ATF. It's supposed to help it keep it cool. So let's see how that goes. Right now in the rear end, the power steering, I mean in the differential, I have a royal purple, so that already came with the modifier, the gear oil modifier, so that's in there. And I do want to play around with my brakes. I'm eventually going to change that brake fluid to, I'm looking into a Hawk. It's called hog brake fluid. So let's see. So let's see how this works. If I blow up my motor, we know why. That's what you. I hope I don't. That shit on Lucas is gonna be some good stuff. Like I said, they recommend 1 per 4. Basically, I have 8 quarts in here. I'm only gonna add 1. I'm probably always gonna just add 1, even in the future. Probably even next time I may only add half a quart. So, all right, letting this thing sink in a little bit. Remember, I put about 7 quarts of 5W20 Castro Edge, and I put about 3/4, maybe a little bit more of that Lucas oil, oil stabilizer. So I'm letting it kind of mix in, see how that is, and then I'm gonna check that, because I'm thinking it's added with it. So instead of added to the 8, it's added with that 8. So 7 and 1/4 of the Lucas, it should be 8. But let's see. Okay guys, so I'm glad I checked. It looks like this Lucas oil blends in with it. So my recommendation is I would add the factory capacities, which is 8 quart, and blend in that Lucas oil. Because I mean, from what I'm seeing, I checked it 2 times. It's looking. I mean, it's still in the ranges of where I wanted to be, but I like to think that thing is about 1/4 of an inch below like edge. And I'm gonna take it out again. Actually, you can't even really see it because it's so clean right now. But yeah, it blends into the oil. So add your 8. All right, so it goes blended in, guys. If you're trying an oil stabilizer, at least the one I got, the Lucas one, goes blended into your 8 quarts of oil on this 2015 Mustang GT Coyote engine. Gen, I think it's a, what is it? It's a Gen 2 Coyote, right? Yeah, Gen 2 Coyote. So now the thing, all I gotta do is go and try it out, see what this oil stabilizer does. Is it gonna keep it cool? Even if at the very minimum it kind of even cleans up a little bit in there, I'll be very, very happy with that, man. So stay tuned for the next one.